Hello everyone, this is Josh Morgan from Josh Morgan Consulting, creator of the SOS to Encode reading, writing, and spelling program, available now on Teachers Pay Teachers and Amazon.com. This is part 4 of the SOS to Encode video model series. This video focuses on sentences. With sentences in the SOS to Encode program, we pound out the sentences. We pound them out on our hand, so we make like a little shelf with our hand, and we pound down. So like in the sentence, the cat ran, let's pound it out. The cat ran. And then we will table smack any syllables like magnet, and then we will finger tap phonemes. At, cat. So let's jump right in. Here you can see is our section for the sentences. And then over here, we have each step. So the teacher shows and reads the sentence. She got them to sit. The students repeat. She got them to sit. The students then segment or pound out the sentence. She got them to sit. The students then tap out the word or segment the word based on type. So this is based on whether they're phonetic or sight words. Let's break up she. Sh, e, she. That triangle at the beginning reminds them to capitalize. How do we spell she? S-H-E, exactly. Remember, after we segment, we have them spell. So let's write it. S-H-E. She got. Let's break got. Got. Then we spell the word G-O-T. Got. You write the word and say the letter names. G-O-T. Got. She got them. First, we segment the sounds. Th, et, m, them. Then the student spells the word aloud. T-H-E-M. If the student is correct, then they write those letters. T-H-E-M. Make sure they're saying the letter names when they write those letters. And then go back and repeat the sentence each time just to kind of spark their memory. She got them to. So to is a word that does not sound out. So we just have to remember how to spell it. So let's look at the word T-O-2. Let's tap out each letter. T-O-2. And then we spell it aloud. T-O. If the student is correct, they write the word and say the letters at the same time. T-O-2. She got them to sit. Let's segment the word with our fingers. S-it. Sit. Then we spell the word. S-I-T. If the student is correct, they can then write the letter. S-I-T. Sit. If you're doing this with a small group, you can have a single student spell it. The most effective and the most experienced for each student is Coralie. So having them all spell the word aloud at the same time. That way everyone gets practice every time you spell a word. The box at the end reminds you to do punctuation. Now we can go check. SOS to Encode uses the COPS strategy. So we have C for capital, O for organization, P for punctuation, and S for spelling. So let's go down here. Across from the 1, I see that it crosses with the C for capital. So that's where I'll mark it, in that box where they come together. The triangle there is another visual cue. So look at the triangle. Do you have a capital letter? Yes. And all the rest are lowercase. And we always talk about exceptions, maybe a name, or the name of a place. But if it's correct, put a check mark. Next, we check organization. So notice These are underlined, so the words need to be on the line, and I left a good space in that visual. So there should be good spaces, and every letter should be on the line. So notice here that H is a little off. When there's a mistake, we put a circle. That reminds us, go up there to fix it. I fixed that. I come back down here and say, fixed it up. Great job, friend. Next, punctuation. We have our punctuation in the box, and there's the cues. Check that. And then spelling. For spelling, we'll always read the sentence and sound out any words that can sound out. She, got, them, to, it, sit. And if you're not sure how to spell to, we can check it. So now we have our spelling correct. So once we have the sentence written correctly on the broken lines, we also have them write it a second time when the lines are all together. This helps them really start to judge the spacing for themselves. And also we want them to remember to bring down that capital and that punctuation. This gives us a great chance to see that. Students use COPS with teachers, prompting to edit sentence and correct based on the model, and then we repeat with each sentence. So we have a second one here. The student will copy that. She got them to sit. So the student just copies it. She. Encourage them to say the letters. S-A-G, she, got, G-O-T, and I left my space. I had to remember that lines weren't there to help me. Them, T-H-E-M. She got them to, T-O, sit, S-I-T, and punctuation. So once they write it the second time, we can now come down here and we check COPS again. The first time, I usually guide them through it, walk them through as a group, but then when they get to write it the second time, they are on their own. They copy their sentence, and then they go back and check COPS on their own. Once they check their COPS, I look over it just to make sure they've done it correctly and give them any feedback, but I like really releasing that responsibility to the students. So at this point, they're checking their own. They're saying, okay, do I have a capital? Yes, and all the rest are lowercase. Organization, do I have good spaces? Yep, and they're on the line. Perfect. Punctuation mark, I did not forget it. And then spelling. Sound it out. She, got, them, to, it, sit. So by the end of one sentence, we have 2 check marks in each of those boxes. Now, I'm not going to go through each of the other 2 sentences because they can take a little time. You notice this section can take 10 to 20 minutes depending on your level of student and how you can pace that lesson. Remember, there are lots of other videos for breaking the big words, and there will be many more to come for SOS to Encode. So subscribe and like, and I will see you in the next video.